Nobody breaks the Cavaliers' hearts quite like Syracuse. Tyler Rocky alongside Corey Spector and Chris Venzon. And guys, Syracuse, another chance to do that this time around against Virginia. This time on the lacrosse field. We've seen it in basketball. We've seen it in men's lacrosse, women's lacrosse. We've even seen it this season. So another chance now for Syracuse to get a staple win, this time in the ACC Tournament.
Absolutely. This is a big opportunity for Syracuse. They might need this win to get into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, Virginia has had quite the issue dealing with the Orange as of late.
All right, let's take a look at how both of these teams stack up against each other this season. You look at the offenses, a heavy advantage to Virginia, about a 2-goal lead right there. And actually, the Cavaliers leading the nation in ground balls this season, so that could loom large, especially on the faceoffs. And then your opponent's goals against, same exact number right there. So both of these teams pretty even in that department as well on the backside.
What's not pictured on the screen, though, Virginia committed 19 turnovers in their last matchup against Syracuse. They're not going to win if they do that.
Yeah, Syracuse has also played a much stiffer, tough competition, and they've beaten much stiffer competition than Virginia has. They've struggled against the top teams in the country.
And also worth mentioning, Virginia, the 4th leading team in the country in assists at nearly 8 per game. So the Cavaliers certainly can move the ball around. Corey, I'll start with you. What's going to be the key in this one for Syracuse to come out with a win in Charlottesville this weekend?
Yeah, it's got to be protect against the big runs. Look, last time against Virginia when these two teams played down in Virginia in March, Syracuse had an 11-7 lead in the 4th quarter. Virginia stormed back and scored 4 goals to tie the game up at 11. Thankfully, Tucker Dordevic had the heroics for Syracuse and won the game with under 20 seconds left. You even go back to last season against North Carolina in the first round of the ACC Tournament. Syracuse was down big in the beginning. They were down 6-1 and 11-2 against North Carolina. They can't get in those deficits if they hope to come back and win an ACC Tournament game.
Syracuse has had some really lucky games this year, and Virginia was absolutely no exception. It was a 1-goal game, and Syracuse got thoroughly outplayed, but Syracuse is the better team. My key to the game in this one, Nick Mellon has to shut down Michael Krause. 71 goals for the Virginia attackman. He's been their absolute offensive catalyst this season, and Mellon has been one of the best, if not the best defender in the country. His job is to shut down, sight up, and stuff the opponent's best offensive weapon. He's done it consistently all season, holding his opponents, the best top goal scorers for the opposing teams, to 1 or 2 goals very consistently below their average. He needs to perform well and shut down Michael Krause of Virginia.
So we've seen Nick Mellon shut down all these guys this season. Connor Fields, Justin Gutterding. Can he do it to Michael Krause again, Chris?
I think so. What the real outlier for this whole thing is how poorly Syracuse played in that first matchup this season. Virginia had more turnovers, Syracuse had more turnovers. Virginia had a higher percentage of shots on goal, and they won more at the faceoff X. If all those things combine and Michael Krause gets going, it could be tough. But I'm predicting 13-10 Syracuse. I think that they're going to come out on top. They just are a much better team, just up and down the board. And University of Virginia has not been able to beat any of that top competition. They struggled against Duke. They lost to Notre Dame. They couldn't beat Johns Hopkins. These are all teams that are in the upper echelon of the lacrosse world. Syracuse is in that upper echelon, and Virginia has not been able to pull it out this year.
It's like you're stealing my notes again. I'm also going to take Syracuse.
I'm just copying right over your shoulder.
13-10, same exact score. I have trust in Nick Mellon and Marcus Cunningham to get the job done. And like I mentioned to you, Tyler, Syracuse needs this game in the NCAA tournament if they want to make it to the NCAA tournament. Also, look at the face-off X. Danny Varela won 16 out of 27 last time out. Maybe he's better on the grass than he is on turf. I give him the advantage against Justin Schwenk, even though Schwenk is one of the best Fogos in the entire country. He only won 8 last time against Syracuse. I have the Orange 13-10.
All right, so our analysts in agreement right down to the score. The winner of this one takes on the winner of Notre Dame and Duke in Charlottesville on Sunday. That's going to do it for us here on Cuse Countdown alongside Chris Venzon and Corey Spector. I'm Tyler Rocky. Syracuse and Virginia in Charlottesville. That's coming up this Friday at 8:30 down in Virginia. Enjoy the game.